Hello everyone. I, Aarti Kothawde, lecturer of Bookkeeping and Accountancy from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Today again I am here to explain you in detail accounts of not-for-profit concerns, and today we are going to learn how to solve the problem. Students, I have already discussed about the meaning, features of receipts and payments accounts, income and expenditure account, as well as the balance sheet. Today, we are going to learn the distinguish between receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account, specimen of balance sheet and capital fund, treatment of stationery, treatment of subscriptions received, and one problem with solution means how to solve a problem. See the difference between receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account. Receipts and payments account is a real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Nature, it is similar to cash book and it is like a profit and loss account. The object of receipts and payments account is to present a summary of cash transactions, and here it is prepared to ascertain the net results of all income and expenditure transactions. Fourth, opening balance. It starts with opening cash balance and bank balance or bank overdraft. It has no opening balance under income and expenditure account. The closing balance. The closing balance represents cash in hand and cash at bank. And the closing balance represents either surplus or deficit under income and expenditure account. Then, receipts and payments account. All receipts and payments during the current year are recorded in this account. Only revenue receipts and revenue expenses are related to current period are recorded in this account. Non-cash items are not recorded in this account, and in this account non-cash items like bad debts, depreciation, outstanding expenses, etc. are also included. Then all transactions related to personal accounts, real accounts and nominal accounts under income and expenditure account. This account contains only transactions related to nominal accounts. And period, it includes amounts received or amount paid for any period like previous year, current year or the next year. And in these accounts, amount related to current year only are recorded. Balance sheet. It is not to be prepared balance sheet, but income and expenditure account. It is always accompanied by a balance sheet. And here we have to remember that with the help of receipts and payments account, we are going to prepare the income and expenditure account as well as the balance sheet. Next, see, balance sheet is a statement of assets and liabilities of the organization. As we already know about this, then a balance sheet only shows capital receipts and capital expenditure. It is prepared with a view to measure the exact financial position of an organization at the end of the year. The excess of assets over liabilities is termed as capital fund. This is one of the important terms we are going to learn now only. If the opening balance of capital fund is not known, it can be ascertained as the balancing figure by preparing opening balance sheet. See, capital fund is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet of not-for-profit concern. Capital fund is created from capital incomes and by capitalizing surplus if any. The net surplus is added in the capital fund and deficit is deducted from the capital fund. See here, specimen of balance sheet given. On the liability side, capital fund is given opening balances, add donations if it is capitalized, entrance fees if it is capitalized, then add the surplus, that is the excess of income over expenditure, and if the deficit means excess of expenditure over income is there, then we have to deduct from here. Then building fund, endowment fund, tournament fund, special fund, charity fund, sundry creditors, bank overdraft, other loan, outstanding expenses, pre-received income, if it is received in advance, and life membership fees. And here, cash in hand, cash at bank, fixed deposit, investment, sundry debtors, land and buildings, all the assets are given here that we already know. Then we will see the treatment of stationery. This is very, very important. See, if the under asset side stock of stationery is given, here it is given 800, and receipts and payments account, if the on the payment side, if the new stationery is purchased, here it is given for 7,000, and adjustments are given rupees 1,500 is outstanding for stationery bill, and stock of stationery on 31st March 2018 was rupees 1,300. Like this information is given. That time what we have to do, stock of stationery 800 is given, then add purchased 7,000 is given, then outstanding amount is given 1,500, that also we have added because it is given for the current year, and then the stock of stationery as on 31st March, that is the closing stock, that we have deducted 1,300, and whatever the balance we get it, that is nothing but stationery consumed during the year. And this information we have to write to the income and expenditure account debit side under the expenditure. Okay, then we will see the treatment of subscription. This is also one of the important adjustment. See here, under receipts and payments account, on the debit side receipts are given. These receipts are given for 3 years, means the last year, current year and the next year. We have to consider only the current year amount, that is 2017 to 18, means this 80,000 we have to consider. Then if we will read the adjustments, the subscription outstanding for the current year was rupees 7,000. Outstanding subscription for 16-17 was rupees 2,000, and subscription received in advance during the last year was rupees 8,000. And with the help of above information, we have to give the effects in the final accounts, means the income and expenditure account as well as the balance sheet. See here, under the solution, income and expenditure account is prepared. On the credit side, income is there. The subscription means what? This is the membership fees we are getting, that is the subscription amount we are getting. So, and under 17-18, we got the amount 80,000 that we have written. Then add subscription received in advance in last year, that is rupees 8,000 we have added, and whatever the amount outstanding for the current year, that also we have added, and we got the 95,000 amount in the outer column. Then under the balance sheet, asset side, outstanding subscription 2016-17, rupees 500 we have written. Now this amount is nothing but the whatever the amount 1,500 and the 2,000 difference is there, 500, that is still outstanding. That is why we have returned the amount rupees 500. Then for the current year is outstanding 1718, that 7000 we have returned under the asset side only, and under the liability side whatever the subscription received in advance of the next year, that we have returned rupees 3500. Now we will see one problem, then you will come to know how the receipts and payments account is given as well as the additional information, and with the help of that we will prepare the income and expenditure account as well as the balance sheet. From the following receipts and payments account and additional information, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and balance sheet as on that date. See here receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2019 given. On the receipt side, to balance brought down 3000, to subscription 5000, to donations revenue 5000, to entrance fees 4000, and to interest received 1000. And on the payment side, by salaries 4000, by printing and stationery 1000, by commission 500, by rent 2000, by electric charges 1500, by furniture 8000, and whatever the balances is there, that is 1000 written over here. Then additional information, outstanding rent was rupees 200. Then you have to tick mark to the rent. Subscriptions includes rupees 1000 as subscription received in advance, and subscription outstanding for current year means again you have to tick mark to the subscription, depreciate furniture at the rate 8% per annum. Then tick mark to the furniture, 50% entrance fee should be capitalized, tick mark to the entrance fees, and the capital fund was rupees 3000. Now we have read the problem carefully, but while solving, we have to prepare first income and expenditure account with 6 columns. On the debit side, expenditure, amount rupees, and on the credit side, income, amount rupees and amount rupees. As well as we have to prepare balance sheet also. Then we will solve this problem one by one. See here, first what we will do, we will take the receipt side. Now again I am going to the back slide under the problem. See here, first we will consider receipts or payments. So whatever side you will prefer, that it is as per our wish. Whatever side is likes you, that side we will take, that is receipts or payment side. So we will choose first payment side. It means for under the payment side, either expenses or assets. So we have to give effect to the expenses or the asset side only. First we will take salaries. Now see here, salaries we have written rupees 2 salaries 4000. There is no adjustment, that is why we have written under the debit side. Then printing and stationery, no adjustment, we have written. To commission, no adjustment, we have written directly to the outer column. But for rent, we have written in inner column rupees 2000, and outstanding rent we already read carefully. Then here we have to give the effect, means we have to add 200 rupees, and under outer column we will write it 2200. Now we will have to remember that we have to give the second effect also, like final accounts. Whenever there is adjustment, we have to give the two effect. Now what we will do, we will give the second effect to the asset side. We will give the effect to the liability side, that is outstanding rent 200. Is it clear? Now we will go to the again this expenditure side. To electric charges rupees 1500, to depreciation on furniture, that we will calculate later on. Then we will go for the subscription side. Under subscriptions, what happens? 5000 we have received. Then we have to deduct advance subscriptions. Whatever we have received advanced, that is not for the current year. That is why we have to deduct from the receipt of 5000 rupees. And whatever the outstanding for the current year, that we have added. That is add outstanding subscriptions rupees 500. Then we have received the donations also. But there is no adjustment, so we have written it under the outer column. Entrance fees. We have received actually 4,000, but under the adjustment it is given 50% capitalized. So we have deducted 50% and written outer column 2,000. So whatever we have deducted, then that remaining amount we have written, remaining amount we shown to the outer column, and this capitalized amount we have shown to the capital fund. See here, add 50% entrance fees, 2,000. Understood? Again we will go to our previous slide. Interest received. So whatever interest we have received, that we have shown into the outer column. Now if we will see the balance sheet, the furniture is there. Then from furniture we have to deduct the depreciation, that is 8%, 640 rupees. That 640 rupees we have to give again the effect to the expenditure to depreciation on furniture. Then cash in hand we have written, and outstanding subscription 500 is written. Then under the liability side, if we will see, we have written the capital fund rupees 3,000, add 50% entrance fees, add surplus. Under the income and expenditure, whatever difference we get, it that is called as the surplus that we have added. Then outstanding rent, subscription, received in advance, we have written. And see here, after getting all these things, our balance sheet should get tally. Here balance sheet amount we get it 8,860. Understood? Thank you very much.